Hello, 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 hello. Hello again. I am very stressed today, but I'm gonna talk about it in a second. You should be hearing Spotify. You should also be hearing me, but I should be louder than Spotify. We have music, finally. I figured out how to do it so it's not on the VOD. Today we will be finishing plushies. I have them all here. You don't see all of them. Oh, we also have a cat. Hello, hello. We also have a new channel point redeem. That is to give her some snacks. I bought some new snacks. So, yes, there is. You can see it. So yeah, we will be finishing plushies today. I have a lot of them to finish. My unrealistic goal is to finish them all, but I know that it is unrealistic. So I would say my minimum is 3, but optimum is 5. I don't think I can finish more than 5. So we will do that. I don't know if I can have a cat on my lap. I have a lot of things that I want to talk about. Small things, not very important, but I want to chat with you about it. I don't know what to do first. I think I will start with this guy. This is a positive potato. I just need to write a little message and put that message here. So I think this is going to be an easy win for starters. Something is happening. I think, okay, yeah, I see that my cat left. Oh, and she jumped into a bag. I hope you can't hear it, but that's what she's doing. So I'm gonna start with that to have an easy win at the beginning. And so that I can also chat with you. I am looking right now at my piece of papers that I have, and I'm wondering which color I want. Let me show you what I've got. This I have, and this I have. I have all of these colors. Leila, hello, Peanut. Hello, Tina. Do you prefer to be called Tina or something with your name, like Twitch name? I think I'm a little bit too loud. Wait, let me quiet me down a little bit because I am constantly in the red. Okay, I think it's better now. I have this whole rainbow. There is some green in here that you can barely see, but there is. And I also have, I don't want sticky notes. I have these ones. So I have light yellow, light orange, and white. Any is fine. Okay. I think white would be the best, but I think this is the thinnest paper that I have. Maybe I will do this light orange. How are you? I'm good. No, actually I'm not. I'm really stressed because I did some mistakes in the past stream, which was the first affiliate stream, and I have been stressed for past 2 hours. I feel very hot and very cold at the same time, but I'm just hoping that I will stream for a little bit and it will be better. The mistakes that I made, there were 2 mistakes that I made, 2 that I am annoyed about. There are probably more mistakes, but one was that for the whole stream, I had sub-only chat. I don't know how that happened, because I am pretty sure I didn't turn that on, so I don't know if Twitch just did that automatically or what, but I wasn't even aware of that. My boyfriend told me about it after the stream, and with him I was looking for when is that option even, because I didn't know. And the other thing was that thankfully it was my boyfriend. He cheered a little bit and I didn't see that, but now I have everything set up where I should see everything, I hope. Also, I was playing, so that was kind of the reason, because I was looking at the game and the chat and not at my notifications. But it will be better today, hopefully. Oh no, I'm sorry you've been stressed. It's okay to make mistakes. You are still learning. I know, but I'm really a perfectionist, and I hate the fact that the process of trial and error has also error in it. I hate making mistakes and not having everything perfect. I am learning to be okay with that. But how are you? How has been your weekend, and how is your work? How are you doing? How are you feeling? I am currently making, I don't know if you have a video on, because I remember that you have poor Wi-Fi. If you don't have video on, I can tell you that I am finishing some crochet projects. Currently I have a positive potato that just needs its positive message. So I am cutting that out, and I will crochet that in a second. You can watch chill. I'm in the office right now, so I have audio only on. Okay. I'm glad that your weekend was chill. I was actually on a party. I mean, not really a party. We were celebrating my best friend's birthday, and me, her, and one other girl, we went for a pizza, a great pizza. It was a new pizza place that I never tried before. And then we went for some drinks. But I'm not coming across that too often, but we were in a bar that has like a smoker section, and that's where we were sitting because there wasn't any space in the non-smoking sections. And I was smelling like cigarettes. Everything I had was smelling like cigarettes after that, and I hate that. And I'm pretty sure some of my things still smell that because they got the smell from me, but I also feel like I might just imagine it because I feel like everything smells like cigarettes now. That sounds so fun apart from the smoke smell. Yeah, there were moments where I felt like I couldn't breathe, but I'm fine now. Yeah. Okay, I have my piece of paper that I'm going to write the message on. I think I'm just going to write, "You're doing great." It's going to be just cute and fun. You're doing great. There we go. This is what that looks like. And I'm just gonna crochet that on him. I've already found matching yarn to it, so that's what I'm going to do. Also, from fun things, I mean, I don't know if fun for me, but I bought an air purifier because I am very, what is that? Listening on, because I am very done with having allergies. I've had allergies. I know I talk a lot about them recently, but that's because I am so annoyed with them. I've had allergies since I moved in here, which was 9 months ago, and I just don't want to have them anymore. I am taking medication every single day. I am not touching the dog. I am barely being in the same spaces as the dog, but I still have allergies. So I thought that maybe if I just get an air purifier and I will have that in my room and it will purify the air, because I spend most of my time in my room, then maybe it will get better and I will finally stop having the reactions. I've also got myself a lot of candy after last stream. Me and my boyfriend went to a store for just a few things, but we went to a store, like a big store that we don't really go to because it's like further than the one that we are going to usually, and it had so many snacks that our usual one doesn't have, and we both spent just so much money. We were getting out of the car and I told my boyfriend, "I love hearing about your life," or something. "Oh, thank you so much. I love hearing about yours too. I'm sad that you are not streaming on Thursday, because I don't know what I will be doing that evening." But yeah, we were leaving the car and I told my boyfriend that we should take separate bags, and we have big bags, and he's like, he didn't believe me. He was like, "No, are you joking? We don't need that." We needed that. We definitely needed that. And what's even funnier is that he also needed that. It wasn't even that I bought this much, but he also did. So, yeah. What else besides that? Oh, I have wavy hair, Tina. You don't see that, but I have wavy hair today. Kinda. That's how wavy my hair can get. And I decided to have wavy hair today. I did make wavy hair for the birthday. Do you live with your boyfriend? I do. We live in the same house, but we have separate rooms. His room is next to mine. I can picture your pretty self in my own. Oh, thank you so much. But yeah, I made her like that for the birthday, and it was actually quite easy, so I decided to do the same thing today. And I think it worked out okay. It's not perfect, also because my hair is very straight, unlike me. And whatever I do on it, it just doesn't want to stay on. Whatever waves, curls, and everything like that. So it's the best that I could do. I'm like, yeah. I love that joke, just saying straight and then not me. What else? I feel like I had so many things that I wanted to talk about. Oh, I know, I wanted to, but I need somebody who is going to be watching, because I don't know how to say it, linked. I have a game on my Be Right Back screen now. You know how people have those like Wordle, for example? So I have one like that, but it's about pairs, like looking for matching pairs. And I really want to try it, but I need somebody who's going to be watching. Which is fine, Tina, that you are not doing that. I'm just saying that I cannot do it right now. You know? I finished the potato. This is what he looks like. And I'm going to keep it on my desk so he can remind me that I'm doing great. I used to have a duck on my desk, but I hid her somewhere. Like, stay there. He doesn't want to stay there. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I love that you're making stream more interactive. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. Yeah, that is something that I really want to work on. Being, you always do great, girl. Thank you. Oh my god, I'm gonna blush. Yeah, I'm trying to do that. I also added new. Oh, first time chatter. Hello. I know you from Hannah's stream. Am I right? Masgel? I've added a new, maybe, a new channel point redeem that is giving snacks to my cats, which I also think is fun. This is something that I am loving in other streamers. Just whenever I find a new streamer, I immediately look at their channel points, because I feel like this is a very fun part of streams. And me being more of a lurker, I've talked about it before. I'm trying to chat in streams, because I feel like, one, it's nice. I now know how it is to have somebody chatting in your streams, especially if there are not that many people chatting. But also, as much as I hate that word, networking. So yeah, and also that is how I met a lot of cool people. So I'm doing that, but also it doesn't come to me that naturally. So, and channel points are something where I don't have to be creative, but I can interact with the stream. So I'm always looking for fun channel points. And that also is the reason why I wanted to have some fun channel points. And I think I achieved that, although I am always looking for some new ones. Visiting thrift stores, did you get something cool? Tell us. Also, I just realized I don't have patterns for this stuff. Do I have something where I know what I have to do? Okay, I have this. This actually, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do, but I also know that I won't find pattern for that because it's very old. Finally got a Lego sorting tray. Ooh, that's really cool. Do you have any like big cool Lego builds and some other tidbits hobby based? Ooh, I feel like in Poland we don't have thrift stores like that. I feel like we only have thrift stores with like clothing, maybe some plushies, and maybe some like textiles, like bags. I don't know, window covers and stuff like that. I'll have to Google what that is. But is it also made of Lego? It's plastic, but it's not made of Lego. I wish I could go to a thrift store that has like everything. That is a business opportunity. I feel like in Poland for somebody. Okay, I know that this is supposed to be a rabbit. That's all I know. Also, I think... Okay, these guys are for different projects. And I know which one. But they are not a part of this. Okay, I will start with attaching head to the body because that's what I know how I'm supposed to do. Just this way, oh, like that. Chain of single brand thrift stores around the country. Ooh. I wish maybe I will start traveling the world and then I can go to thrift stores like that. Okay, I need this. Also, I've never actually learned how to properly attach heads. I feel like I'm using a wrong like stitch, I think. Where are you from if it's not rude to ask? I am from Poland. I don't think it's rude to ask. Maybe a little bit if somebody wanted to keep their privacy. I am fine. I also talked about it last stream, but I'm pretty sure both of you were in there, so I think it's fine if I repeat myself. But I have very irrational fear of being doxxed, so I really protect any private data that I have. But I feel like saying where I'm from, that's fine. Also, I feel like that's something that could be figured out if I stream for longer, because I would, for example, have something with just polish on it, like a product or something. So I'm fine with that. Okay. Yeah, I'm a few countries up north, it's called here. So like Norway. If I'm thinking Europe and cold, I'm thinking about Norway. Like that. This looks good. Nope, that's the tail. Okay. Oh, wait. Nah, next. Oh. It's not north from Poland. It's like north. Okay, it's northeast, I guess. I was thinking like straight up north. Okay, I'm just actually winging it, the placement. And I'm hoping for the best, as usual. I don't know how much you can see. Wait, maybe I can put my phone a little bit lower. That's how if my girlfriend doesn't fail me. I am really bad at geography, so I'd rather not talk much about it. I don't like geography. I like things that are logical, like math. Geography is not logical, at least in my opinion. So my brain doesn't do that. So what are we crafting here? I am finishing up. So 2 weeks ago, I think I did a finish or frog stream, which is Hello again, first time chatter. Oh my god. Hello. How are you, Chris? How was your weekend? So yeah, 2 weeks ago I did a stream or finish or frog. So if you are not really into crochet or knitting and you don't know what that is, I will explain. That means that you take projects that are unfinished and you are either finishing them or frogging, and frogging means just destroying them and getting back the yarn. And I did that, but I've had projects from since I started, which is from 3.5 years ago. So I have a lot of projects, and I didn't finish all of them. I did some off camera, but I still have a lot. And this stream, I'm basically trying to finish as many of them as I can. Doing good, thank you. And it was good. How we doing? I'm doing good. I'm a little bit stressed about this stream. I talked with Tina about it a little bit, but I had some mistakes last stream, so now I'm stressed. I'm feeling better now. That's what I thought, that if I start streaming, then I will start feeling better, and I can definitely tell that I am already feeling better. So we're good. We're better than how we were when we started. Good morning. Chris, do you know about me from Tina's stream? I'm guessing because you guys know each other. Currently, I am doing a rabbit, and this is one of the first things that I made, probably in like the first half a year. I have a few projects like that, and with this, it is mostly a guessing game because there's no way I will find a pattern for that. So, but also that is kind of problematic, because if I will want to sell them, and that's usually what I'm doing with plushies, then I will have a problem of crediting somebody. Hello. Oh my god, so many new people. Hello, Captain Canada. I came here out of principle, curious as to what exactly did I follow for. Oh, okay. So we have crafting on Mondays and then games on Thursdays. Uh, I am definitely a variety streamer. It's hard to tell exactly what you will see each time you come. Yeah. Captain Canada, how are you? How did you find me? If you would like to tell me. Schmick redeem cat. Oh my god, you already have 1,000 points. How? This is my cat hat. Also, Schmick, we have a new channel point redeem, and it is to give my cats snacks. This is my cat hat. This is also one of the first things that no, maybe not one of the. No, actually, it is. It's like fourth thing I think that I made. There we go. Also, I was thinking about it today. So the treat, it was tempting. Yeah, but it is not really expensive, so I'm guessing you can even do it this stream. I will put the camera a little bit up so you can see. You can see the cat, or maybe I can put myself a little bit lower. Oh, like that. And then you can see me and the project. Yeah, it is made. The cat is completely made with the wrong yarn. It is made with plush yarn, but it's the same thing with. I have two tops that are also made with this yarn, because at the time I didn't know that there are different types of yarn, and I just saw it and it was very like nice to the touch, and I thought that it's great, and I made everything with this. So yeah, this is what we have. I'm also done with the head. Wait. Is it? It's not really standing up properly. I don't like that. I don't know how to change that. It also kind of doesn't look really good. Wait. Maybe I will have to take it out. I think I should maybe try to do a little bit thicker neck, and this way it shouldn't be that wobbly. Everybody's so lovely. Something for a hat. What is wrong with using that yarn for a hat? First of all, it's acrylic, so you know, I'm kind of wearing plastic on my head. It's hot. It's I will probably get sweaty in a second, and especially the point of this is to be for the summer, so not really good for that. And besides, I mean, you wouldn't really expect a hat to be like the feeling of a teddy bear, so I guess that also. Mostly for me is definitely being hot. Also not really winter, because it's the same thing as with polyester clothing. It's not heating, it's like not warm for winter, but it's not cold for the summer. It's just like, it's fake. You're cold, but you're also sweaty. You know what I mean? It would be much better if it was just cotton. Okay, I unraveled all of that. Mm. Mm. Okay, let me try that. I have two polyester t-shirts. I wear them in winter. Okay. I used to have sweaters that were polyester, and I didn't like them. As I said, I just was sweaty but cold at the same time, so not really enjoyable. Okay, let me try that again. I've also prepared myself with some questions that I think will be quite interesting to answer on stream. And if you guys want to, you also can answer. Feel free to do that. I would love to know your answers. There are different categories. We have streaming, opinion based, personal, chat friendly, whatever that means. Oh, it's like funny, kinda. Okay, what's harder, starting to stream or staying consistent? In my opinion, definitely starting, because it's stressful. And with staying consistent, I feel like when I have a schedule, then I'm just gonna stick to it. I know to not plan anything for Mondays and Thursdays, and I know that I will just stream. It is harder to stay consistent with things that are not that planned. So, for example, with making TikToks, the wash and wear ability of the material is amazing, though. That's true, but it's also plastic, so not really good for the earth too. But I mean, if it's good for you, then it's good for you. I know that, for example, the like workout clothing, that's usually polyester, because cotton would just absorb the sweat and would get wet, and polyester doesn't do that. So there is like I don't know, a place to use it. Is that I feel like, in my opinion, for everyday wear, not the best. Consistency is tougher, speaking from experience. Ooh, did you ever stream? Are you streaming now? I feel like a lot of small streamers viewers are also small streamers. I feel like whenever I go to somebody's chat that has like 10, 20 viewers, half of those viewers are also streamers. But yeah, for me, starting was harder, especially from like the stress level. But also, I feel like now that I started, I don't have that like initial motivation to make my streams better and better. I do still try to do it, but before the first stream, every second that I had free, I would just put into streaming again. And now I'm not that likely to do it. I still do things for the stream, and I always plan to, before every stream, I want to do something so that the stream is better. But just, I don't have that initial motivations anymore. I've been Twitch affiliate since 2022 or thereabouts. Ooh, what are you streaming then? Oh, I can give you a shout out. I've set it up recently, so I think it's my second time using it. S-O... Wait. Did it work? Yeah, it worked. Lego and brick building. What were you building? Must go. Changing every stream is a bit much to expect from yourself. I mean, doing like small changes, like for example, oh, can we try that, guys? I've added a game for my Be Right Back screen, and would you be willing to try it with me? Because this is something that I mean. I want to like do a little bit before every stream, so I get a little bit better. You know, the 1% better. I am currently actually reading Atomic Habits. I feel like everybody knows about like 1% better, so that's kind of what I'm trying to do. I'd say variety stuff, but mainly VR, Lego builds, and sim racing, but also retro-ish games and story games. Ooh, a lot. Can I follow you from here? I can. Okay, I followed you. Okay, how do I close that? This. Okay, we can try it when you go on a break, but I want to see if everything is working. We can play maybe like one level. We will. Okay, I got really excited, so we will. It is matching pairs, and it should work now. Yes, it does. So yeah, you just have to write numbers like one space, how it says like over the chat. You write two numbers, and I think it should show. Also, I feel like the first level is hard. But I feel like it's also kind of a game where you just spam things. So feel free to spam. We don't have like a... This is going to open the ones that I've said. I don't know. Honestly, I felt that like it was going to be much easier. It's not that easy. Okay, maybe I should have chosen a different game. There are so many... Yeah, I thought it was going to be like maybe 4x4 for the first level. Okay, we're not playing that anymore. Maybe it's better, but I feel like even for a bigger audience, it's not going to be that good. Okay. We're ending that. Okay, maybe I'll just put Wordle next time. Now I know how to do it, so it should be fine. Are we crashing? No, we are not crashing anymore. Okay, anyway, good that we tried it. Let me go back to my questions. I'm not really happy about it because I didn't see anybody else have that game and I want it to be special and different. But I guess now I know why they don't have that game. Should a streamer play what they love or what gets views? I think if a streamer is going to play something that they absolutely won't like, then the chat is going to see that. The game did make the stream a little laggy too. That shouldn't happen. That is a web browser game. But good to know. Thank you for telling me. Is it center now? I think it is. Okay. I'll try to put Wordle next time. Okay, about the game. So I think if the streamer plays something that they don't like, the chat is going to see that. And I feel like the chat is also not going to have fun with that. But also finding games that can get you viewers, that also spark your interests, that also is important to get more viewers. So I see something in between, but I'm definitely not playing things that you hate, because that's... And also, why would you do that? You wouldn't enjoy the stream, so... I say more what you love plus a little bit of thinking about what can get you viewers. Camera must have or totally optional. I don't like streams that don't have a camera. I just feel like I don't know who like I understand it and I understand that people do it for privacy reason and I am not saying that it's something bad. But every stream that I am watching does have a camera because if they don't have a camera, I feel like I don't know who I'm watching and I am very untrustful when it comes to strangers. And so yeah, for me, there must be a camera. But also, I feel like I am in the minority with that. And again, I completely understand if somebody doesn't want that. Short and intense stream or long and chill ones. I feel like short and intense will get you more viewers. But also, what is a long stream? Because I feel like me streaming for 3 hours, that's a short stream. Because there are people who stream for like 6 or something. I don't know, I get tired after a few hours, so I couldn't do that. I'd say short and chill. At least for now. I'm hoping that I will get not even more comfortable, but just like get used to streaming and I can do longer stream. I prefer to do or play what I'm passionate about and the people will eventually follow along. That's also true and a good way to go about it. I just need to note it. Okay. Also, me and my boyfriend, we are looking for things to do on Valentine's Day, and we wanted to go to a dinner in the darkness, but they didn't have any more space for Valentine's Day, which is kind of understandable. I don't know how we get to a point where there's less than 2 weeks and we don't have anything planned, and that is definitely our problem. But I don't know what we're going to do, but we have to find something. Okay, I'm getting a bit hot in this, so I'll take that off now. I know the growth isn't always consistent, but that's part of the process. I know, but it's also so hard to understand that. I feel like, at least at first, I know a few that stream 7-8 hours. That's what I would consider long stream. 3 to 5 seems about average. Yeah, that's what I think. Also, but also I am really impressed. I mean, I feel like that has to be people who are used to streaming. And it just doesn't make them tired because I feel like everything that you do at first makes you tired because you're just not used to it. And streaming is also is also one of those things. Okay. I feel like the head is still a little bit. I feel like it should be like that. Okay, that's fine. What do I want to attach now? I think ears I will do last because they will get in the way of hands that I'm going to do in a second. This is also not a part of this guy. I have legs and arms and they are different sizes. I think legs should be bigger, right? I think so. Are they though? Also, how am I supposed to put them? Like, that just looks scary. They'd be like that? Wait. The look you are going for. I don't know what I am going for, a look that doesn't look scary. I think this No. And then like maybe I can actually like, because they have openings and I'm thinking about stitching them like that, but I guess I can like close that up and put it more on the side. Okay, I think that looks cuter. And then the head, can I hold it? And then the hands, I'll just pull, okay, that doesn't look good. Let's do one side, okay. The leg and then the hand, I will just have down or maybe like a little bit to the front. That's, I think, what it should look like. The things that I'm putting to the side are things that are not part of this project, but they are made with the same yarn, so I got confused when I was separating them. Okay, next question. An active but chaotic chat or quiet but polite one? It depends what it means by chaotic, because if it's just chaotic, then that's fine. If it's rude, then I don't want that. But I don't mind a chaotic chat. I mean, I'm also chaotic, so we go together well. What do you guys think? Do you like to chat in streams? Why are these questions so black and white? Because it's ChatGPT, probably. I did tell him to give me some where you can choose one or the other, but I think he went for all of them. Yeah. I didn't realize it before. Yeah. And it's never truly one or the other. True, but also that gives like a space to talk about it and say like that you want to be in the middle, you know? But what I wanted to ask you was, when you're chatting, do you prefer to chat in a very crowded chat, or one that is like completely silent, or one that has just a few people there? I only like when there are few people outside of me, because if there are a lot of people, I feel like the streamer is not going to see my message, so what is the point of chatting? And if there's nobody, unless there are somebody who I know, then I'm completely fine with chatting whenever. But if there is a streamer who I don't know and I'm just like finding them, I am worried that, like, I don't know, I'm going to be put in the center of the attention when I start chatting. Even though I don't know if anybody does that, but that's just like my fear. I tend to stay away from crowded chats because I like the feeling of being somewhat connected with the streamer. I've also recently realized that I really like small streamers that I can chat with, because before, so I used to watch streamers like in 2021, 2022, then I stopped and I started watching them again. So before, when I used to watch them, I would only watch big streamers, and I never even felt like chatting with anybody. And now I discovered small streamers and how fun it is to be able to talk with a streamer. And now I don't really watch anybody big. I think the only big person that I'm still enjoying watching is Filza, which you can guess who I was watching in 2021, in 2022, if you were also watching that. And what I mean is that I definitely had a Dream SMP phase. And yeah, from them, I like watching Filza. He's also kind of my inspiration when it comes to Minecraft content, because I feel like he does sometimes very boring things, because he will make like a huge project when he has to just put sand in a sea, and he somehow makes that interesting. But also I feel like he's still able to talk with the chat, and he has like redeemable points. So I like how he's streaming while also being a big streamer, because I've started looking at big streamers, and I feel like they put so much less effort in their streams, which is also kind of understandable because they have been putting effort for years to get to a big point. But there are a lot of people who don't have channel points, who don't have goals, who don't have overlays, stuff like that. And I feel like he still makes an effort to make the chat interact with him. It depends on what the viewer is after. I have streams on that I don't plan to chat in, so having a busy chat is irrelevant. I also have a few streams I go to in order to chat. Ooh, that's interesting. What is the when do you chat and when do you not chat? Is it like a category of streams? Or what else if not the chat? I'm taking away some stuffing so I can close it properly. Okay. Also, the feed is kind of like a little bit up here, so I'm trying to find the center of that, but I think I'm good here. Okay. And now you look at me and I put your feet. Wait, actually, I'll try to put her feet so that they make her more stable sitting. Okay, like that. Now I just need to hold it. And I can pierce it through. There we go. Also, I'm going to buy a new pillow tomorrow. I have a very, very category list I watch. Okay. I feel like I'm only seeing you in crafty streams. I have been watching some Andy Ray cosplay streams. Usually in the morning I don't have that much time, so I don't really chat, but I just go in her chat for a moment. And every time I'm in her chat, I am looking to see if you're also going to be there. And so far, you were in every single one of them. Okay, I have to... how do I do that? I have to keep in mind that I have to go through both layers of the fold. I hate sewing. Also, can you guys tell me how is the music? Is it not too loud? Is it fine? I'm not hearing it because I decided to not wear my headphones. But I tried to choose music that is going to work with stream. So you can tell me how is that. I've figured out how to do it without getting copyright strike. I think. Hopefully. My hair is getting everywhere. I think I need to clip my hair. Sounds fine to me. I have you on speaker anyway. Good. My main concern is whether or not you can hear me properly with the music. So if it's not too loud, and the other one if it's not too quiet. Okay. It's good balance of hair. Okay, I'm glad. Okay, you won't see my wavy hair anymore, but I have been stitching my hair into the project and I don't really want to do that. So that's why I had to clip it. Okay, let's go for a next question. Is it better to have a... Oh, D&D is what got me to sign up on Twitch, and I only used it for watching that one stream once a week. I didn't even have chat on. One day I actually looked around and found music on Twitch and an amazing looper that I still watch today. I've never specifically watched gaming on Twitch. That's interesting. I feel like I'm also just discovering the fact that Twitch doesn't have to only be gaming. Maybe not also, but I am. discovering that, and that it can be so much more. Do you watch Experiment is doing D&D streams? I've watched one so far. I still don't really understand what it is, but I'm there to support him. No. Okay. What is more stressful, your first stream or your first raid? So I had my first raid on my first stream. I'm trying to think which one was more stressful. I think the raid, I mean, I was definitely very stressed before the stream, because it was my first thing, but also when I started, I felt fine. I had one chatter and I felt good. And then I was raided and I got really stressed out because so many people were watching. I mean, so many. Definitely more than one person who was watching me. I believe there were 18 people, so a lot more than I had. You know? So yeah, the raids are very nice, but also are definitely stressful. But which one was more stressful? I don't know. The stream was definitely more stressful before, and the raid was definitely more stressful when it happened. I don't know. Both were stressful. Streaming with a plan or pure improvisation? I don't think you can stream with pure improvisation because you have to know what you want to stream. So definitely with a plan. With at least knowing what you want to stream, you know? I don't think you can do it anyway. I was more stressed putting out my first video than my first stream. Ooh, what was your first video about? I think the thing that I was most stressful when it comes to like content creation-esque was, so I created a crochet plushie small business at this point a year ago, and going live with that because I knew that it is the only thing that I did on the internet that people who know me would see. So, for example, my TikTok or my Instagram, when it comes to Layla Weather, I have blocked everybody who I know besides my best friend and my boyfriend. And that was something that I was going to show on my personal accounts. So that was stressful, the most stressful for me. I was fairly late with watching streams. Instead, I used to watch stream compilation of content creators I used to follow. I feel like I started the same way. Like I was watching videos that were made from VODs, and then I thought that I can watch VODs. Okay, we will have an ad in 3 minutes. So when that happens, I will take a little break, and you guys get some water, get some snacks, if you feel like you need that. Maybe take your meds if you have any meds. I see the cat is also wanting to come to me. I'll have to stand up in a second. I'm sorry. But that is going to happen in 2 minutes. Maybe I can finish this food before that. Does it actually look good? Does it look good? I think on stream it looks like it's like lopsided to this side. But it's not IRL. I think it's fine. I always prefer YouTube for on-demand video in its own a better platform, which is very much designed for live. Yeah, it is. I understand that. There is definitely a big part of me that also likes to watch YouTube. And with YouTube, I go when I know what I want to watch, and I feel like Twitch is more when I just have some time and I want to chill, and then I'm like okay with whatever, or kind of whatever. Obviously not everything, but I'm not like expecting one thing. Why is my camera crashing? Why do you guys see that? Yep, you do see that. I don't know what's happening and why is it happening. I should have really good connection because I'm not using Wi-Fi anymore. I'm busy enough sorting my Lego at the moment, so this is a nice atmosphere to be in. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm really happy about that. This is something like this is the atmosphere I'm trying to create, where basically something that I would watch. I usually watch streams more in the background than to be interactive with them. So this is also something that I wanted to create. So I'm glad that you are using it right now, like that. You can see my cat a little bit. She's black and my gloves are also black. She's here. My little princess. Give cat a snack. Of course, of course. Can we do that before the art? Hopefully. Oh, snacks. Oh, okay. Which is this one? I need one of you to be on my lap right now. Okay, something is happening in my house. Somebody is ringing the doorbell, and they are curious about that. Come on. Have snacks. Okay. Hold on. There we go. We have a cat. We have snacks with catnip. Let me put it down. Go down a little bit lower. There we go. I should have ads right now, but I don't see them going on. There we go. I gave cat snacks. I'm not gonna give the other one because you won't see that, and she won't like me getting her on my legs because the other one doesn't like to be picked up. Okay, I can go now. Thank you. Okay, I'll take a break. You also take a little break if you need that. Get some water, get some snacks, and I will be back in a second. I'm not gonna put the game on. I'm gonna put that. Okay, I'll see you. Hello again. I really don't like when something is happening in my house. I mean, this house, because I get very distracted, and I feel like I'm not interacting with you the way I should be because I'm listening to what is happening. Like right now, I think somebody just rang the doorbell and left. No more snacks. No, you got some already. Okay. Okay. But I hope it's not that noticeable for you that I get distracted. Okay, okay, okay. Let me see another question. Solo stream or playing with others. I've never played with others. I feel like that would be fun. Oh, now I see that we have a break. I mean, yeah, the odds. I didn't see them that before. I'm glad to live alone in situations like this. Only a rowdy neighbor or the firearm can annoy me here. It's a blessing and a curse. Yeah, I really enjoy living with my boyfriend, but there is part of me that really enjoy living alone before being here. But also, I feel like if something like that happened where somebody, oh, we got a celebration. By the way, is it not on screen? I don't know. Thank you so much, Daniax, for bits. Thank you so much. I feel like something should happen. I don't know why. It's probably my fault. I will try to fix that for the next stream. But thank you so much for 30 bits. I think it's overall 160 from me, so thank you so much for that. But yeah, I feel like if something like that happened and if I was alone, so the celebration worked. Okay, so it's not working in my OBS. That's good to know. It's not working in my OBS. Okay. Another thing that I just learned. Okay. Thank you for telling me. But yeah, I'll try to finish the sentence this time. If something like that happened, when I lived alone, I would have to go check the door, and I feel like that would be even more distracting. So actually, in this case, it's good that I don't live alone. Okay, I'm almost done with this leg, I think. So the way it's stitched right now, I'm not a pro streamer, but I'm also almost obligated to help. Yeah, I feel like small streamers helping small streamers. Thank you so much, peanut butter, for it's showing right now. Thank you so much for the sub. Thank you. Oh my god. Thank you so much. So the way the leg is right now, it like opens and closes, and I could stitch it so it stays closed. So I wasn't active in chat, had to do some more calls. You're good. Do whatever you need to. Your work is unfortunately more important than my stream. So first, but yes. Yeah, I had somebody last time who subscribed only because they really like having the first batch. So yeah, I guess people like that. I think I'm going to stitch it closed, so it's not like opening and closing. You can tell me what you think if you have an opinion about that. I think I'm just gonna do one stitch like in the center here. That should be enough. Like that. I don't like the head, but I don't like that the head is over. Actually, maybe I should stitch it even closer. I don't know how well you can see it. Let me look at it. Okay, that is not enough. I need to stitch it closer. Okay. Let's see. By closer, I mean that it is like sticking out, and I want it to be this way. I'm almost choking this guy all the time. Okay, this is good. How does it look sitting down? Actually, I don't know if I like it. I hate stitching. I feel like I put the leg too far. Maybe it should have been like a little bit more to the front. Yeah. So if you were wondering why I haven't finished those projects for the past 3.5 years, that's why. I don't know. I feel like crocheters should have friends that like stitching, and we should just work together. Mm-hmm. How did I want it? More to the front, right? I don't know. Now I feel like, no, it doesn't look good. Okay, okay, okay. Also, I am starting to understand why streamers have like 4 screens, because I have two, and even now I feel like I could have one more so that I can see my OBS, but also see my Twitch, because there are things that I don't see in my OBS, like the celebration, and also have the third screen to do something on it, like reading the questions. Where are you going now? Okay. Mm, music on stream, helpful or distracting? I feel like definitely helpful. It fills in the moments where I don't talk, and it's not just silence. Silence is scary as a streamer. I've seen so many people talk about that you have to talk constantly, and I get it so in my head. I like the music. I'm glad it is like open source. If you, I know that you do have music on stream. I know this is copyright free. It is from Stream Beats. That's what it's called. Uh, Although I do have it made so that it's not gonna be showing on the VOD, because I know that even if you have copyright free music, Twitch can silence them, and I don't want that. Yep, I also got a second screen fairly recently, more because I needed an upgrade, but also it make it easier to flip windows around on different screens. Yeah, exactly. Also, I feel like I've had 2 screens for many years, just for like daily work. The satisfying number of stream is n+1. Yeah, never enough. Okay, bring it a little bit closer. Look at me now. I don't really know how to show you guys that so that you can see it clearly. So you'll have to believe me that it's going to look good. You sit down. Mm-hmm. No. No. Okay, like that. This. A portrait screen is actually very handy for a streamer. For chat, maybe? But also, for what exactly do you mean? The only thing that I can think of is chat, but also who needs chat for the, like, on a whole screen. I have to go drive home, but proud of you and lovely to catch you as always. Thank you for being here, Tina. Drive safely, and I hope you will have a great rest of your day. Bye bye. I lost my needle. I found my needle. I don't want to move the plushie because I'm worried that I will not know where I'm supposed to put it. Okay, now we have questions that are not about stream. Sweet snacks or salty snacks while gaming? Both. I used to be a very sweet tooth. I used to have a very sweet tooth. But right now, it just depends on what I ate last, because if I ate something sweet, then I want salty. And if I ate salty, then I want sweet. For chat, especially if you get big, so you can have more of chat on screen. And if you are big, you will also have a more chat. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Also, at what point do people get mods? Also, how people get mods? Like, do you just have to have friends? I can still inhale white chocolate like it's nothing. I can say I'm proud of it. I mean, I just went. I can show you the bag. I went to the store on Thursday. And this bag was almost full with snacks. So I get that. I thought that eating a lot of snacks was like being a child thing. It's definitely not. I still love snacks, and now I have money for snacks. It is for like few weeks, okay, but like two. But yeah, I love me my snacks. But also I'm trying to eat a little bit more like meals, to snack a little bit less. It's not super healthy. But also I feel like, why would you take away happiness from your life? You know? You can just pay a little bit and have a chocolate and be happy. And I think it's worth it. Especially in the world that we live in, that is not really happy. Snacks are great. Okay. Coffee or energy drinks? I feel really bad about after coffee. My snacks almost never last longer than 2 days, so I can allow too much for myself. Someone needs to pay the rent and the bills around here. Yeah, I understand that. For me, I feel like if I have more snacks, then they last proportionally longer than if I had like one snacks ate it, one snacks ate it, one snack ate it. Because I feel like if I'm craving something and I have that exact thing, then I will just eat that thing and my craving has been fulfilled. But if I don't have the thing that I'm craving, then I will eat more things to try to fulfill that craving. You should reach out to someone like Andy for question about things like mods. She has been streaming for over 8 years. She knows a thing or two. I'm scared. I don't want, like, how do you say it? I don't know. I feel like I need to find the word that I'm looking for. Um, I don't know if annoying is the right word. I just don't want to be a problem for somebody, you know? Impose. You're using words that are too hard. Maybe impose is the right word, but I feel like I've heard it maybe twice in my life so far. So definitely not the word that I'm looking for. But I guess I think my singing was at its worst when I was living with my ex-partner. I'm not gonna give all the numbers, but I used to be 11 kg heavier. I'm glad you got out of that. I'm happy with that. I think my snacking was the worst when I was depressed because I was trying to find happiness in the snacks actually, but it wasn't giving that. So I feel like I can kind of understand. Um, you don't want to bother them being someone that doesn't know. Yeah, yeah, and also I feel like I don't know them. You know, if I had friends that were big streamers, I would do that. But I think of like I know her, but I don't think she remembers me. Especially, yeah, I. So I feel like I'm a stranger to her. So like, why would she answer me? You know, I'm not saying that she wouldn't. I just don't see a reason why she would feel the need to do that. You know. Also, Schmig, I have something that I have to talk with you about because I went back to the stream when Andy raided me and I found out you were responsible for that. So thank you. I whenever somebody raids me, I like to go back to their stream and see like why they chose me and stuff like that. Oh shit, them bots. Yeah, I saw everything. I saw the stream, I saw the chat, everything. Yeah, but thank you. It's really nice to see that, to feel like you feel like I deserve to be rated by her. Also, I made my first TikTok out of streams today. It was with the clip that you created, Schmick, the one where I was talking about where me and safety don't go together, and then at the end, I put a clip where I burned myself. Come on. We have a friend over. Yes. She loves her butt scratches. Yes. Hello, hello. This is Sofia for anybody who doesn't know her. Okay, you won't see her. You see her ass only. Oh, this is Sofia. The other one is Kretka. She's sleeping on the pillow. I don't know if you will be able to see her. Yes, this is Kretka. And this is my princess. I also know Andy, and she's delighted rating new people. She doesn't rate to grow herself. She's always focused on others. Oh, that's very nice of her. But also, a rate that big, it can be stressful. So, yeah, although I'm always appreciative of that, but that I'm just saying what is the reality. Having suddenly 180 people watching you is definitely stressful. Especially because I have a mindset where I know that my streams are not perfect, and I feel like if somebody sees my stream and because it's not perfect, they will decide that they don't want to watch me, that will make them not want to also watch me in the future when I will fix whatever they didn't like. You know what I mean? So I feel like I've lost my chance with a lot of people that day. Which is why I know she would help you with questions if you are brave enough. I'm not. I'm not brave enough. Uh, YouTube is my way to go. But also, I don't know if anybody made a video about that. Also, I don't feel like I need mods right now. So maybe in the future I will get braver, or maybe I will just figure it out somehow. Nobody's perfect. That's true, but I feel like there are viewers who don't look at that. I mean, I'm also like that. If I see somebody stream and I don't like it, then I would just click off. Obviously, everybody does that. Uh, so yeah, it's nothing like about a viewer or about a raider or anything like that. Uh, it's just how I see certain things, you know? If they are like that, they are not worth keeping around. No, I wouldn't agree with that. I think it's completely normal that there might be something that they don't like. I mean, I'm surprised that you guys are sticking through my camera lagging, for example. Or I know that my first stream, my camera was lagging throughout the whole stream. And Schmick, I mean, you were one of the people who decided to stay through the whole stream since the raid. And I feel like there aren't that many people like that, and I completely understand it because I think it's not that pleasant to watch when something is going wrong, you know? That's also why I'm trying to get better and better so that I don't feel like I'm losing those chances anymore in the future. Mm, let's do a question now. Coffee on or energy drinks? I feel like there's something confidence grows with time. I agree. I agree, definitely. I feel like I just have to see that nothing bad happens when I'm not perfect, and then I'll be more and more fine with that. And also, I will, if I work on my streams, then I will just know that they are objectively better. And that is also definitely going to build my confidence more. Okay, we have the leg, but I'm still going to stitch it here. I may have had a start with video and video editing, but my confidence raised the most with streams. Yeah, I feel like with streams you are like most. This is one of the words that I cannot say in English, but vulnerable, vulnerable. Wait, maybe I will say it in chat. Oh, this one, and also the word. These two words, I have no idea how you say in English. Vulnerable. Yeah, I don't know how to say it, but I think in streams you are the most that because you are alive and you react to chat, and even, for example, if somebody says something that is not nice, you don't have time to think about the answer, and even if you decide to just block them, then your face can say something, or the fact that you are going to be stressed for a little bit after the stream, not after the stream, after the message. So yeah, I do think that streaming is putting yourself out there the most. English is certainly one of the languages of all time. Yeah. Also, English is not my first language, so that's also why I sometimes don't know the words, or sometimes I just say the wrong form of a word or something like that. Also, I am not that used to speaking English. I'm very used to consuming English content, uh, but yeah, speaking is definitely something that is not like a daily thing for me. So I also have to get used to that. I encourage you to watch a seasoned streamer like Andy. I'm doing that when I have time. She is streaming though in the mornings, and I feel like in the mornings I'm usually working. I have most time probably like after, for me, 8 p.m. So in 2.5 hours from now. English ain't my first language either. I embrace the quirks in how I speak. I don't. As I already said, I'm a perfectionist, so uh, I don't even know how to do that. I know I'm sometimes talking with my boyfriend about it, and he's definitely more of a I don't give a fuck person, and I'm trying to be that. But I will talk with him about something, and I will tell him how I see something, and he will just tell me like, "And that's how you think? Like, girl, you might be so tired because of that." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know, I am. I've been like that for my whole life. It is tiring to see something bad in everything that I'm doing or be stressed about everything. I'm trying to learn to not do that, but it's not an easy task, unfortunately. But also, I got so much better now. I mean, I have been getting better for the past few years. So, like 6, 7 years ago, I would not be able to ask a worker at the store where something is. That's how stressed I was of social interactions. And now, even though I'm not perfect, I'm so much better than I used to be. She knows how to handle anything. The only thing that breaks her is people being generous. Oh, I feel like that's something that like a lot of people don't know how to react. I also have no idea how to react when people are subscribing to me, because I feel like thank you is not enough, and I don't know what else to say. And I can imagine that. I mean, obviously, the more you stream, the more you get used to it. Because I'm not saying that she or anybody else is not grateful. It's just that it happens more often, so you learn how to react to it, and you see it as something more normal because it happens more often. Uh, but I feel like the bigger you get, the bigger, for example, donations you can get, or more uh, gifted subs and stuff like that, and that's even more money, so you even more don't know how to react. As someone that only speaks English, it's an awful language, and never judge people that have learned it. I, I wouldn't say it's awful. It depends on what you mean by awful. It's definitely quite easy to learn. I'm comparing it to Polish, and I tried to learn German last year. German definitely much harder, even though German is sometimes similar to English, but it has I don't know what it's called in English, but it has the der die das, where everything has a gender. We have the same thing in Polish. That's why it's also very hard language. I mean, Polish is one of the hardest language I think in the world. But so yeah, what was hard for me in German was learning what gender is what thing, especially that the like gender, for example, gender of book in Polish, it's a she, and I think in German is an it. I think so. They're different, and it's hard to just rewire my brain to think as something that I saw as female gender to not be female gender anymore. You know what I mean? And in English, you don't really have that. Uh, so, but also downside of that is that uh, in Polish, you somebody can say one sentence about themselves, and you know, for example, what gender they are because we use gendered. What are they? Verbs, I think. Um, yeah, I think verbs. And in English, you don't have that. So in Polish, if I had somebody in the chat, I could immediately tell what gender are they. And in English, I have no idea. And going through my whole life knowing stuff like that and suddenly not knowing is again something new and kind of like weird to me. Weird in a way, not bad, but new. English is cursed to be spoken semi-universally. I learned German for 6 years. I could never fully grasp the word gendering. Yeah, English is confusing for no reason. You haven't spoken Polish. I mean, there are things that don't make sense, but there's definitely less of that than in other languages, I feel like. Also, do you understand my rant about gender that I had just a second ago? I don't know if what I said was understandable. Uh, but yeah, okay. Yes, okay, good. I'm glad. Okay, we have the first leg. Why is suddenly your head turned the other way? What is going on? Right now? No, I don't like that. Do you understand? Okay. Do you understand why I hate stitching now? It's just. I'm trying to figure out if I stitched it again wrong way. I guess it's fine, okay. I just need to. French is another gendered language. Okay, French is weird. I've heard that in French, the way you say 99, I believe, is 2 times 44 plus 1. You don't just have 99. So if that's true, I'd agree that it is. I mean, you didn't say that it's weird. I said that it's weird. So because of that, French isn't even a real language. Yeah, but it does sound very. Not extravagant, like very elegant. Yeah, but I've heard that it is really confusing to learn. I think if I ever had more free time than I have right now, I would learn either Spanish or Portuguese. Emotional. Yeah, I meant more like I feel like people who, if I had to imagine how somebody who speaks French sits, they would be like that, you know? Okay, because your hand is on. Okay. Okay, I think I'm done with this leg. I just need to fasten off. How do I want to do that? Let me do it like that. Okay, and I can turn this off. I had my scraps somewhere. Okay, let's do another question. We had coffee or energy drinks. Which one do you guys prefer? I feel really bad after coffee. I feel very like shaky inside. I feel like I'm shaking inside. I feel like my hands are getting cold. My like, inside are getting hot, and I can only focus on the fact that I am shaky inside. The only way where I can drink coffee is if I'm really tired and I make a weak coffee with a lot of sugar. Then I can, and I drink it very slowly. Then I can drink it. But also with energy drinks, I also drink them very slowly because for me, caffeine, excuse me, I react very strongly to caffeine. So even energy drinks, I remember I used to drink like 250 milliliter drinks in a span of 2 days because it was too much for me for one day. Right now I'm drinking one in one day, but still they have to be like the, is it 250 or like 330? Something like that, the small ones. I have the same shaking problem with them. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know if you want to share that or not, but I feel like that's an ADHD thing, at least for me. I've heard about somebody else who also has ADHD, who also experiences that shaky problem. But also, it is a stimulant, so it makes sense. For example, when I used to take ADHD medication, uh, there were moments where I felt the same where I it was shaky, cold on my hands, hot, on like my chest and my body. Coffee 100%. I don't like the taste of energy drinks, and they do nothing for me. Do you don't like any energy drinks or like the original taste? My cat wanted to go into my wardrobe. Um, or like I don't like the original tastes either, but I like the flavored one. I like monsters, but they are too big for me, so I don't buy them. And I'm looking at my cat. Sorry, I am currently drinking blacks. They have one that is called Sex Dragon. Love that name, and it's really tasty too. So that's the only one that I'm drinking. Though iced coffee is my Achilles heel, it is something I need to avoid. Why? I might have a mental illness or two. I'm still being evaluated, waiting for an answer in a week or two. Okay, I understand. On one hand, I hope you don't have anything, but on the other hand, if you have problems, then diagnosis, I feel like, is the first step to getting rid of those problems. I remember when I got diagnosed as an adult. Because ADHD looks very different in children and adults, but also in boys and girls. And so my symptoms of ADHD were very different to what you stereotypically think about ADHD. So nobody saw it in me, and then I started figuring it out and like watching just a ton of videos and TikToks and everything about it. And at some point, I was like, you know what? I probably should check that. And my first ever interaction was with a school therapist, I guess you can say. And he laughed at me when I told him that I have ADHD, because he thought that I was joking, and his only reason was that I had good grades. But then I just decided to do it by myself. I was already an adult, moved out of my parents' And sometime later, I decided to just check it, just to know. It's not like I was sure that I had it, because I don't think you can say that you have something unless you get diagnosed. But having ADHD would explain a lot. And I got diagnosed, and oh, I didn't turn on these guys. My boyfriend just told me. Um, and I did get diagnosed, and I have it. And I remember that when I got the diagnosis, I didn't know if I should be happy or to cry, because on one hand, I know what is wrong. What is wrong? It's not wrong. It's different. What's different with me? But on the other hand, that from that point on, I knew that I'm going to have that for the rest of my life. But now I feel like I'm okay with that, but also there were many years where things were happening where I was just hoping to magically get rid of ADHD, because it can be very not pleasant to have it. There is a reason why it's a disorder, you know. None of the energy drinks. I don't like guana or taurine, which they all have. Okay, I understand. I just want answer to the weirdness I felt in my life, since my parents aren't willing to get evaluated. Well, in that case, I hope you will find out what you have. If I buy a 2-liter iced coffee, I could drink it all in a day if I don't monitor how much of it I'm having. I mean, I can understand that if something tastes good, I get it. You can put a label on it. Yeah, exactly. You can put a label on. I feel like that's one thing, and the other thing is that you can start learning about it. You know, which makes you closer to like handling it and being okay with that. Mm. You can see that something has happened here. I don't know why I haven't like secured these guys when I was making it. But I guess I'm going to do that now. Nope. I took out too much of that. Fruit, there's the fruit. Mm-hmm. Okay. This is where we are going to go. Okay, this one. This one and this one. Okay, next question. Daytime gaming or late night gaming? I don't really have an opinion on that. I've some time ago, I figured out that if I stay up too late, I just feel really bad in the morning, so I stopped doing that. So I guess, but also, if I game throughout the day, then I will feel like I'm not being productive, and I will feel bad about myself. So like afternoon or evening gaming, that's perfect for me. No, I don't like that actually. Start. Okay. Do you guys have a favorite game? Do you guys play games? I know, Schmeck, that you don't really watch gaming, but maybe you play games. Although I feel like those two things usually go together, but maybe not for you. Awesome. Masgel, how do you like say your nickname. Is it Masgel or Masgel? Thank you so much for the follow, Filva. If you would like to chat, you can let me know how has been your day or your weekend. And if you just want to lurk, then ignore me and just lurk. I have been a PC gamer since the 90s. How old are you? I was imagining you to be maybe a few years older than me, but that would mean that you were born late 90s. So I think I was wrong. My name is said in a different ways. They're all correct. Okay. Then I will call you Masgel. Masgel sounds Spanish, I feel like. Hello, how it's going? It's going good. I am trying to finish some plushies, but I hate stitching. So I'm not having that much fun, and also I am constantly making mistakes. And I wanted to make at least 3, but I can see that we are 2 hours in, and I don't think I will make 3. I made 1 already. Oh, I didn't show you this one. I finished up this positive potato. It says you're doing great. I don't know if you can guys read it. No, don't focus on me. Yeah, and it's on my desk now. I did it so that it's going to be easier to achieve 3, but the one that I'm making right now, maybe I will be able to finish it on stream, but I don't even know because it's taking a lot of time. That's cool. That's lovely potato. Thank you, Motivator. Yeah, I used to have a duck on my desk. Fun fact I can tell you guys is that programmers often have a duck or whatever else on their desk when they program, because sometimes you are stuck in your code and you just have to talk to somebody, but not where they help you. You just have to talk out loud with a problem that you have, and then an answer to that problem is going to come to you. So there became that the thing where they have duck on the desk, and when they have problem, they talk to that duck. I used to have a duck like that because maybe Schmick knows that, but I used to study computer engineering with, how do you say it, a major. Like the specification was mobile programming, but also I would say that I don't know how to program. So don't ask me how I got my engineering degree in that. Somehow I did, but I actually hated that. I only went there because it was good money, and I thought that I was going to start liking it, because in theory it's something that I would like, because it is like mathematical stuff, logical stuff, and I like things like that. But turns out if I do something and then it's wrong, and then I try to correct it and it's still wrong, it's not really that lovely to me. So I'm not doing anything like that. But I can show you my duck. It's this duck. It's branded by somebody. Not gonna give them an ad. This is my duck. It is squeaking a little bit. Well, I gotta have to learn programming properly if we want to start making games in the future. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, but also I feel like with the IT right now, not IT, AI, it's probably gonna get easier and easier. Do you have a concept for a game? If you want to share that, because you may not want to. But I remember that I wanted, before I decided to go for programming mobile apps, I wanted to go for computer games. But a few months before I had to choose what I'm going for, there was a pretty big scandal in Poland about women being treated very poorly in the programming computer games space. And there were like things about mobbing and stuff, so I decided that I am not gonna do that. But yeah. Programming is the job path I should have taken. I would have been good at it. You can still take it, you know, if you like that. Little black duck. Yeah. I have to have finished design documents and a few handfuls of 3D models. Ooh, that's really cool. I hope you will be able to finish and publish it. I will have to play it in the future. Do you want to share what it is about or not? I can understand that for like you might be worried about somebody stealing your idea and not wanting to do that. So if you don't want to, then I understand completely, but I would love to hear about it. Filva, if you would like to answer, we are answering some questions. And last question was daytime gaming or late night gaming. So you can answer that, or you can say if you play games overall and if you have a favorite game. God, no, I don't have the aptitude for it anymore. Okay, I get it. Do you like what you're doing right now for a job? One is VR open world survival game and the other is racing RPG game. That seems fun. Racing definitely not for me, but I would love to play the VR open world. Although I would have to get VR for that. But in the future, you know? I remember I used to have a concept for a game, but I don't remember it anymore, I think. Also, do you guys want to know what was my engineering thesis about? I'll tell you. So one of the things that I think is the best that anybody can do for their mental health is journaling, and I'm saying that while not journaling regularly because my ADHD brain just doesn't like it, but it is genuinely one of the best things that you can do. And I wanted to do something like for the engineering thesis. I wanted to do something that would interest me because I didn't want to suffer. I knew that overall writing, I don't know how many it was, 60 pages or something of my thesis is not going to be fun. So I decided to have a fun topic and I made a project for a journaling app where you had like prompts and different types of journaling, and I even have a whole design on Figma. I'm thinking if I can show it to you at some point. I definitely don't have access to it on this computer. I think I can show it. I'm wondering because it is technically still in my school. Like, I think officially they own that project now because it was my engineering thesis. But I'm wondering if me showing that to you can make somebody find my school. But I don't think it is public. So I think it will be fine. Maybe I will show that to you at some point. I don't have favorites for things. I usually don't have like genuine favorites, but I know that people often ask for favorites, so I just choose something that I like and I decide that if somebody's going to ask me about my favorite, then I will say that it is that thing. But I feel like there are so many good things. How can you choose a favorite? You know? I would have had more progress if one of my hard drives hadn't imploded and taken some acid with. Oh my god. I'm so sorry to hear that. Most hours I have spent on game would be Skyrim and Oxygen not included. Okay, I remember when I was younger I loved to listen to Skyrim soundtrack. I love that one. I also love The Witcher's soundtrack. Fun fact, The Witcher was written by a Pole in Poland. Yeah, I'm very proud of that. But I think for the third season they were changing it a lot. That it became a lot different than the books. and that's why Henry Cavill didn't want to play in it anymore. But I play lots of different games, which are also a good game series. Yeah, I was trying. So I don't think Witcher is my type of game. I did watch. I think I watched the first series of first. What is it called? Season. I watched the first season, and I liked it. The second season I didn't, and the third I'm don't even. The second one I watched half of it. I think. The third one I didn't want to watch because Henry Cavill is not in it anymore. So, and also the thing that I've heard that they changed it a lot from the books. They ruined the TV series. Is it a particular reason for that, or was it just really far away from the books? In terms of national video game pride, our greatest hit is Disco Elysium. It's a bittersweet situation. I have no idea what it is, so I don't understand it. I'm wondering how close to the books are the games. I did also start listening um, to audiobooks. I still have them. Great audiobooks of The Witcher, but fantasy is not really my genre, and I think I've listened. I don't know. I was either on the first book or the second book where I stopped listening to it. But I feel like I should listen to it because it's like national pride, you know. So I should know what it is about. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I didn't make my stitches tight enough. That's a problem now. Mm, okay. Okay. Better. 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 I haven't read the books. Do you base your opinion on the TV series from games or just overall didn't like the series? I think I will turn on the lights. I keep forgetting about it. There we go. Shiny now. Compared to the game, I also found the series a little unorganized. Okay, I understand. We will have another ad break, supposedly in 3 minutes, but I think last time it was a little bit later than 3 minutes. I will also take a break for those 3 minutes so that people who are watching who are not subscribed are not going to miss anything. But that's going to happen in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Also, I should have notification in chat for you about ads, and I don't see them. And I don't know why is that, because I definitely set it up to be a thing. I am even looking at my Twitch because I thought that maybe I don't see it in the OBS, but I don't see it on Twitch either. So I don't know what is the reason for that. Okay, maybe I can finish this leg before the ad. I should be able to. Might to. Right, gotta get to. Oh, I don't see. Right, I gotta get to doing adult things now. I'm sorry for that. Hate adult things like cooking food, all things. Might tune in again next time. Okay, thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for chatting. I hope you will have a great dinner or whatever you're making. And hopefully, I'll see you here again. Bye bye. The story didn't flow very well. It was evident they were making it up episode by episode, which is ridiculous since there is literally books about it. Too many people and to keep track of didn't flow. I understand. Although I did like the first season, but also maybe because Henry Cavill was there, and also the actress that was playing Yennefer was also there. That might be why I liked it, actually. Okay, we have ads in 30 seconds. So, as I said, I'll take a break. Remember to stay hydrated, get some snacks. If you have medication, take your medication. And I will see you back in a little bit more than a few minutes. Bye, see you in a second. Hello, hello. The ads should be gone by now. Schmick, can you tell me, do you see a channel point reward, like a community channel point reward for 10k? It should be making a tomato hat. Do you see that somewhere? Because I don't, and we should be seeing that. So I don't know why that is. Nope. That's so nice of Twitch. I will maybe try to check it out. Not that. This. Oh, we got another cat with us. I am constantly like a little bit electrocuted, and she tried to touch me, and she got electrocuted from me. That's why she jumped back. She jumped back. Maybe. Oh, because I didn't start it. You should see it now. Do you see that? I think you see. Give cat snacks. I will give the other one snacks, maybe. Because this one got that already. Although you like some snacks, huh? You love that. Maybe I can give them both. Come here. No. I think she doesn't want snacks, honestly. There it is. I am out of points now, though. That's okay. That's okay. It's. I don't think it's something that we have to do today. I'm pretty sure it's going to. Yeah, it's for 31 days. So. Just whenever somebody wants to contribute to it. Come here. I have snacks. Ooh. Okay, I need that. Come on. I think she does. You can see which one is more treat motivated, and also the snacks have catnip in it, so they're loving it. Also, I feel like this one is more sensitive to catnip. I think I will give the other one maybe like there on the floor so you can see that. I have been licked. Can you see that? As long as they get shared.